Hey, loves. It's me, Love Jones. What's coming in my head? Back with another one. Y'all have made me some. Never mind.
You got a whole room full of people who see what's going on and know
Let's cheer for
nobody
that,
says
y'all.
or does anything. You got a book in third eye. You could write a book, right? Your life purpose
Video
involves
she had.
writing, reading, editing, or
You
selling
know, it's so
spiritually based
sad when
books.
people just able
And third eye, it's safe for you to see
to
the
take
energy of
people's
love in
money
all of its forms, such as angels, orbs, and visions.
just because they
Perfect
can,
timing at the bottom of
just
the
because they
book.
don't like you.
Maybe you're a case study for someone. Remember the church was making all that
So
money off
funny.
that family.
It's so
What movie was
weird.
that? To Kill a
As soon
Mockingbird.
as we do something, soon
Y'all
as we
got
do
something in the
something
comments.
against people, against
Shit,
certain kind
some
of
of these
people,
people in this crowd don't like you anyway. They're right along with this kid.
you know, the justice system kicks right in immediately. Right in immediately. But that same justice system will allow people to do things to us and go right along with them. Right along with them. So she was just talking about somebody there. There's a whole system of people, a whole group of people here, purposely holding somebody's money back. A Ten of Pentacles, which is like generational wealth for somebody that's in poverty. And so you have to know those are people in powerful positions. She was just saying she's seen a Mason. There are counselors in the room, judges in the room, and they all know what's going on with this person who's being left in poverty, who's being left to do the most to get the least. It's having that money held back. And so, other words, this poor person that's barely surviving is having their money held back, where they really supposed to be rich. They are living in poverty because people are holding their money and they holding it tight. She was just saying somebody could have to move because it's a system of corrupt people that's purposely holding somebody's money back. Man, can you imagine that? Somebody being poor and struggling to earn ends meet while the government, the system is holding their money and won't give it to them for whatever reason, or could have given it to somebody else who is clearly not helping the person. So they gave it to somebody else to allow them to live off of it. They won't give it directly to the person. Hi, makes you wonder what kind of world we living in where they'll let somebody work hard as hell to earn some money while knowing that this person's supposed to be rich, while allowing their money to go somewhere else. Hi, it's kind of sad, y'all. It's kind of sad. Anyway, considering all the things that I've had happen to me within the last 2 years, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of money has something to do with that, because everybody came up against me at once. One minute everybody liked me, and the next minute they did not like me. The next minute people was acting like they didn't know me. People were acting like they were scared to talk to me. Family all of a sudden stopped talking to me and started supporting each other. Family that wasn't even talking to each other. And so I can imagine that if money had anything to do with it, they were trying to get it. That's what I can imagine. Yeah. So definitely, if anybody listens to this and y'all know what's going on and you are not scared, as people seem to be for whatever reason, if you are aware of what's going on and you're not scared to say something, by all means, let me know exactly what's going on. Yeah, I eventually gonna get an attorney regarding this anyway, because it's been so much, y'all. It's been so much. So much. And your own family pretend to not know anything. Everybody playing dumb. It's so funny. I reached out to somebody the other day, maybe about a week ago. They act like they were so concerned about me. And so I reached out to them, letting them know that I was fine. And I asked them if they had anything that belonged to me, just for the sake of asking. So you can get everybody's reaction, everybody's opinion, so to speak. So you'll be cleared or either not cleared when I get ready to move forward with everything I'm gonna move forward with. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they know about what's going on. And they either gonna pretend like they don't know and it's gonna come out in court, they're gonna tell the truth about it. And so I just asked. And his first word response was, huh. Y'all can imagine when you talking to somebody and they sit right in your face and they understand clearly what you said and they say, huh? We already know what that is. We already know what it is. No, it's so funny. When I grew up and you respond like that to an adult, my grandma specifically, you respond to her by saying, huh? And we this close. I'm right here, she right there. And she asks you a question and you say, huh? She already know what the answer is. That is very telling in itself. You know, back in the day, we used to say, if you can hum, you can hear. If you can hum, you can hear. And it's so funny. Because their first word in a text was, huh? What are you talking about? But they never did respond with a yes or no. And so, I mean, again, to me, that's kind of telling in itself. That they wouldn't respond with a yes or no. They respond first with, huh? And ask me to be more specific with what I'm talking about. Not in those exact words, but in those words. Be more specifically with what you're talking about. If you have anything that belongs to me, I mean, how could more specific? How could you get more specific than that? Do you have anything that belongs to me? Money? A t-shirt? Anything? If you know you got a t-shirt belong to me, then you should have said, yeah, I got this shirt over here. You know you got some money that belongs to me, the answer would have been, yeah, I got this money they gave to me to give to you. But you know what? I got dead silence. It's so funny because they responded almost immediately when I sent the text, and now what I got is silence. It's like they don't know what to say now. Because I'm not one of those people you could just say some random stuff to and they go right over my head like I want a straight answer. And I think they know that, so they chose to just not respond. Just not respond at all. They went from, I'm so concerned about your well-being, I just want to make sure you're okay, to I no longer have anything else to say. And so, no, that's telling in itself. They say, you can remain silent. That's what the police say. You can remain silent. What you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. I feel like that's what they're doing. They're remaining silent, so what they say can't be used against them when push comes to shove. That's what it feels like to me. Because the question was so simple. It was either a simple yes or no. But for whatever reason, it's like they just refuse to say anything. No answer is an answer. When it comes down to everything, no response is a response. When it comes down to everything. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. Looks like we have petty little tiny brain and probably tiny other things. People on the page, yeah. I'm not even gonna read what they're saying. What they're saying, you can tell when people have nothing else better to do with their lives. They come on people's lives just to talk noise. Evidently, they ain't got nobody at home to talk to. Anytime you come on a live just to try to discourage somebody and make somebody feel small or make them feel some type of way at all, you must have issues. You got issues you need to handle that with. Maybe them little bitty balls, you can tell your mama to lick them. Them little bitty baby nuts. Them little bitty baby nuts. Fucking weirdos. Anyway. So yeah. I was about to say it couldn't even come out my mouth. I was about to say it'd be your own family coming up against you and trying to steal from you and manipulate you, make you look like you're crazy so they can take your stuff, working with the government to do certain things. It'd be your own family. 1 minute they act like they love you so much and they're so concerned about you, but they realize you're catching on to their bullshit and then they go quiet. They go silent. They ain't got nothing else to say. When it becomes a family setup. Hi to the one person that's on here. They come on here and they go fast. It could be one person over and over again or the same person. It's not the one person that's typically on though, because they normally come on and they'll hit like as soon as they come on. And so anyway, says the DA, carefree, and they stole it. Somebody stole something here. 1414 on the timer. And they don't care. They don't care. Somebody was bribed to steal something. And so this is what we have going on in families and corrupt judicial systems. This is what we have. So we have to take stuff like this to the top. Law and order here. We got to take it to the top. Especially when it includes military people, when it includes corrupt individuals in the justice system. It's like you got to take it to the top somehow. Now, I know the United Nations is who you talk to when you dealing with other type of things. Like who you talk to when there's something like this? Who you talk to when there's something like this? I want to know. 'Cause I feel like I'm going through something very similar to that, if not that exact thing. And I want to know also to be able to tell somebody else who may be experiencing this what to do. And so, if you know anything about my situation, please let me know. And if you know anything just about who to contact, period, when you have people working together in the system to steal from you. When there's that much money, you know, people take their cut. They take their millions and they go sit down. They couple millions and they ain't worried about it anymore. People be quick to sabotage you. They can take their couple millions and go sit down and pretend like they ain't have nothing to do with it. Who used to say I'm rich, bitch? That's that's kind of what they did here. That's kind of what they did. They took hold of your money and they went and sat down and they pretending like they ain't got a thing and they don't know nothing. And the people who do know is not saying anything, and here you are out here just working your ass off while they just sitting at home. The good old life with your money they've stolen. Imagine that. Have faith. White lawsuit. You can have a lawsuit with this person named White. You can have a lawsuit with them. Sitting back pretending to not know anything. White could be a color. That's corruption though. A lawsuit again. Yeah, definitely gotta find an attorney. You know, they ain't gonna say too much about stuff like that when they know they have something to do with it, because again, they don't want nothing being held against them, so they just gonna go silent. Identity theft here. Having or showing an extreme greed for wealth or material gain. That's what this person is. Whoever it is that's stolen somebody's money and pretending like they have nothing to do with stealing somebody's money. And they ain't helping a person, they whatever, they took it for themselves. It's the greedy person here. And they just wanted the money. They just want to be looked at like they on top of the world. Like they deserve to have this and they stole it. Or did something manipulative to get access to it somehow. This person is evil. And they probably somewhere pretending to be a person of God. You know, that's people's favorite thing to do. Use God and everything. I see LA. Somebody from LA could have something to do with this. Is a snake. I see under surveillance here. So somebody from LA could have something to do with this. Green. I don't know about the color green. Art. Could be somebody's eye color. Green. I see a Cancer here. Cancer could have something to do with this. Birthday June 22nd through July 22nd. Cancer could have something to do with this. Yeah, all eyes on me. Green. Green could be a color of something. Definitely the color of something. See, James Bond. Somebody could be going by fictitious names. We already seen identity theft. Somebody could be using somebody's identity to do something here. Or James could be somebody's name. I see mendacity, untruthfulness, lying. Somebody's been lying about something here. They probably lied their way into this money, however they got it. See phone is tapped. Hopefully it's their phone tapped and the good police and the good FBI, the good CIA, good feds are actually doing their job with this, hopefully. You know. We appreciate the good ones. We don't appreciate the ones that can be easily bribed to do things. Those are the ones we can't trust. Not with anything on a larger scale or on a small scale. They can't be trusted. They have no integrity. They lack morals. Unfortunately, we have people like that in every part of the system. In every part of life, there's always good and bad in everything. I was just thinking about that earlier. It's good and bad preachers. It's good and bad doctors. It's good and bad law enforcement. It's good and bad judges. Good and bad attorneys. Good and bad masons out here. No, it's good and bad in the fraternities out here. It's good and bad in everything. It's just a part of life. What shouldn't be a part of life is just sitting back and allowing the bad to take over, allowing the bad to prevail, allowing the bad to get away with things. Everybody deserves a fair fight. And with these corrupt individuals, they're not giving you it's not equally yoked here. Stuff is off balance here. When you have people working with corrupt individuals, people in the system, that could be military people, it could be attorneys working to do things, it can be judges, it can be fake counselors, because like I said, I've noticed the increase in like mental health people around me. And so, because they've all just been kind of mysteriously around me in different circumstances, and none of them have actually had a conversation with me or been a part of my life, I don't feel like that's kind of what's going on. Somebody here, if not myself, somebody here could have a bunch of fake mental health counselors around them, or real mental health counselors that have been paid somehow to deem a person as crazy, or saying that they have some type of issue or something without actually observing a person, and maybe even doing some type of illegal surveillance on them. I see military here, military setup. Somebody could definitely be in the military. I just seen Capricorn. Somebody definitely could be in the military that's trying to set someone up here. I see a brother and sister duo. So you can have family that's in the military, at least one of them, that is trying to set something up. And so you can have a lot of people that's being paid around you, these mental health counselors, if it's regarding money, to pretend like they have interviewed you somehow or observed you somehow, and they calling you crazy, when that's farthest from the truth. Probably have more sense than those mental health counselors, clearly, and more integrity than them as well, because they're doing some real foul stuff. Imagine that. They're doing some real foul things in the background, trying to take somebody's money. And so they pretending like you're the crazy one, and they're just, again, they're the ones that lack integrity. They taking the money to do something that's unjustified, to do something that is... See, Gemini here. Could be a Gemini in the military. Gemini and Capricorn. If there's a brother and sister working together, it's family. Somebody's name could be White. White could be a color. They're working with corrupt individuals in the system. Look at this, family don't like you. They're working with corrupt individuals in the system to try to take something from somebody here. Could be some type of identity theft going on as well. I keep seeing this name, James Bond. Somebody could definitely be communicating with somebody in some type of fictitious name or under some type of fake name. They would try to get you to lie about knowing that they're causing you harm. Well, I can tell you right on here, right now, before the question's even asked, I'm not a part of no game here. So if somebody come back and say I knew what was going on, this is me trying to figure out what's going on. Because my whole life has been sabotaged, and I keep seeing these mental health counselors around me, which makes me feel like it's something going on. It's got to be something with money, because why are they around me? Even when I was in Vegas, I look up, and what do I see in the Airbnb with me? Mental health counselors. I wouldn't have even known that had I not Googled the man's bag. He had a bunch of little baggies I noticed he put in his truck every day, like he's going to pass them out or something. And I just was curious and Googled what the bag said. It's a mental health place. Not only that, when I was driving for Lyft, a few times I've picked up people from different mental health places. I've noticed the increase at one point of people from different mental health buildings I've picked up and dropped off. I'm like, why do I keep seeing all these people? Why is it this increase of mental health counselors around me? Filing fake reports. That's very much so what they could be doing, filing fake reports. Because if they want access to your money, if they don't want you to get this money somehow, what are they going to do? Call you crazy? They're going to take some type of conservatorship over you. Y'all, I can't make this up. Look at this. Mental illness. This is what they saying you have, a mental illness. But the truth is, it's them with the mental illness. They're jealous of what it is that you had going for yourself. And so they sabotaged it. And now they're trying to take something from you. And so they probably need to make you look crazy. And so they probably had help in trying to make you lose a job, trying to make you lose your stability so you can look like you're not capable of taking care of yourself. I also want to make you look crazy. And so, I said in one of my other readings, people could also be doing things physically, but they could be doing spiritual things as well to try to make it look like, again, they have to make it look like you're crazy. They're trying to take this money. They have to make you look like you have the mental illness and make them look like they're the people with this integrity and they're the people that can be trusted, when the truth is they're jealous, they're envious, they can't be trusted, they are liars, they're greedy people. They want what you have. What it all comes down to. They want what it is you have or what you should have been getting. And they've used a lot of people in the system, a lot of people around to help do this. They've been paying people. So if you lost a job, they may have had something to do with this. I don't know. They could have been calling up to your job. They could have made friends with the manager. They could have paid them to do something. Yeah, it just seemed vindictive. Corruption, collaborated with family. It's the family setup. It's this family collaborating with other people. Collaborating with other people to try to make sure you don't get your money. And so somebody has here is being held up because these people want access to it. And so while you're out here struggling, trying to come back from everything that they've done to sabotage you, They somewhere trying to live off your money if it hasn't been given to them already. They're living off of it. But if it has been given to them, imagine that. Imagine they have your money and they're not even helping you, and they're pretending like they don't have anything. What is this? Proverbs 26:26. Although his hatred is concealed in deceit, his evil will be exposed in the congregation. And I say they probably somewhere saying they believe in God, and they have such this connection and they've been blessed, but the truth is these are evil people. They do dirty things. Look, I already seen somebody felt entitled here to something that doesn't belong to them, and they worked with the system to try and take this. And so if anything, that's not just a lawsuit with them, that's a lawsuit with the people who they work with. How did they do this? And so you probably have mental health counselors who's about to lose their job, attorneys who need to be disbarred. If they work with some type of judge, I wouldn't think a judge would put their job on the line, but who knows? Police officers, if they've done this. At one point I was saying I felt like cameras were in my house. And so if this the military people who put cameras in your house, that's a violation of civil rights. These military people doing a job that they're not supposed to be doing. That's a violation of your civil rights. And no, we are not aware of what's going on because it's been done all behind our backs. We're not going to say that we were aware of what's going on to try to save somebody's ass who deserved to go to jail since they felt entitled to do whatever it is that they did. We're not going to try to have your back when you've been stabbing us in ours. And so it's more than a lawsuit here. Yeah, some people deserve to go to jail because of the things that they did, things that they've done. It's a setup here. Identity theft, robbery, probably extortion, violation of civil rights, of human rights, probably some money laundering because you're probably trying to move it around. I just seen steal inheritance. And so if somebody was left money here, these people tried to steal it, may have even stolen. White, your own family here, work with people around to steal your inheritance. Gemini keeps coming up. Name could be white, color could be white, something significant about white. Family. And so they're pretending to be the good ones here, probably because they have military connections. This could be a retired military vet. They don't have to be retired. Maybe they got out the military early. Maybe they did a year or two and just got some training and got right up out of there. They don't have to be retired. Trying to do things to make you self-destruct because they want you out of this, whatever it was that was left for you. They felt like it should have came to them. They felt like they should have been the ones that had it. Cancer could also be involved in this. And so we have a Gemini, a Cancer, and a Capricorn. Again, want to keep you in this lack energy. Ending. Something's coming to an ending. This is get out. So somebody could be an interracial couple. Doesn't have to be. Somebody could be part of the 144,000. Somebody's name could be Chris or Rose. Disturbing discoveries. The disturbing discoveries was made about the mother-in-law, but this could be disturbing discoveries made about regarding someone's family here. Somebody's own family could have came up against them to try to take some money from them. I see public humiliation. And so they could have tried to do this to you, to make the public come up against you, to make, again, they're trying to make you look crazy. They're trying to make you look less than, because they want this money. And so they could have, again, they caused you to lose stability in your life while working with people around your job to try to cause issues there. They got this public humiliation right here. Proverbs chapter 18 verses 22, the one who finds a good wife has something good and will receive favor from God. Somebody could be getting married, or this could be someone who is married. I see a smooth criminal. This was definitely smooth here, what they did, because they're trying to make you look crazy while they take control of your money. And they're working with the people in the system to do it. They're working with people all around. And you imagine these people have military connections here. That's why everybody don't need to have a chance to go into the military. You know, y'all need to vet people their mental before they get there, because some people already have a sickness. Some people are already mentally unstable. And so imagine giving them some type of training and they come out and they're able to use that on civilians. Somebody could begin a divorce from somebody who was a housewife. Or somebody could be married to somebody who didn't have a job. Well, imagine being able to use that trainer on civilians. So let's say you go in a military and you get some type of training for IT or for security, something like that. And here you are able to use that trainer to hack into somebody's phone, to hack into their emails, their bank accounts, to gain full access to them, to hack into cameras around their property, to know how to strategically place cameras in their house. Or maybe you worked with people. I do see stalking right here. Maybe you worked with people who know how to do stuff like that. Because we see corruption here. Corruption can be military people. I just seen community effort. So this was a whole community effort here to steal money from somebody. Somebody could also be a Virgo. So funny, I do have a family member whose names just so happen to be one of those names I called out, and they're Virgo. See, family set up here. It's a whole family set up. So somebody's name could be Chris or Smooth. Somebody's name could be James. Somebody could have some type of military connections here. Identity theft, doppelganger here. So they got somebody trying to be like you or trying to be you. Maybe someone who pretended to be you when it signed off for some things. I see astrology here. Somebody could be using astrology to find out your life. And so this may have been how they found out that you were even supposed to have some type of inheritance, by using astrology. I see collaborated with family. So somebody who knows astrology collaborated with family here. I see black magic as well. Somebody who knows astrology. Some people who do black magic, practitioners. If not in your family, they collaborated with your family to steal whatever inheritance was left for you. And if this was a Ten of Pentacles, which means generational wealth for you, then they could have paid God knows how many to do this, to help them to do this. Generational wealth for one person is enough to make a whole lot of people happy. But it wasn't supposed to go to a whole lot of people. It was supposed to come to you so that you were able to do what you needed to do with them or wanted to do with them. These people felt entitled to it. And so why is this still being, like, why is this an issue? Like, why haven't y'all got y'all money? How is it that they can do this without nobody even notifying you that there was even money? If they had someone else come in and try to beat you. So this could be mail tampering here, because you would have gotten some type of notifications. You would have had to sign for something. So you got somebody forging your signature here. You got theft here. Again, probably some type of money laundering, because they're paying people around in the community. They're doing something with some money. They're moving some money around. They're not helping you with it. If they've gotten access to it, they don't want you to know. So, again, they probably did something to disrupt your stability so that you won't be able to focus on stuff like this. If you're any kind of intuitive, they're doing things to mess with your intuition. It has to do with spiritual things. Psalms 56 is for gang stalking, spiritually stalking, oppression. I just seen jail. Somebody's going to jail. And I hope y'all don't be, if this for y'all, I hope y'all ain't out there trying to help them by saying you knew about what was going on, because they just gonna backstab you again. There's some people, not a person. This is a lot of people working together to steal something from you that could have been a whole lot. And this is why so many people were working together here, because this was a lot of money and so many people were being paid for this. I see a nonprofit here. DA says you're hired. I don't know what that is. Again, although his hatred is concealed in deceit, his evil will be exposed in the congregation. So yeah, somebody hates you and they're pretending as if they love you. So this could be one of those people who, like I said, send messages like this. So, y'all, I can't make it up. As I was saying, send messages, I was shuffling the loop. This could be one of those people who send you messages as if they're so concerned about you. This could definitely be some people who are smiling in your face, acting like they love you so much, when the truth is they don't. The truth is these people don't like you. The truth is they don't feel like you deserve everything that you've gotten. So if you had a good life before they sabotaged it, they were angry at your good life that you had, although you were working hard to be able to get yourself where you got yourself from. But they was angry about that. I don't know how you could be angry about something somebody's working for. It's so funny because I was saying before, and I may have said it on here one other time before, but I had a family member, one specifically, that would watch everything that I do, everything that I did, and it was so weird to me. And I kind of pulled back from this person because I thought it was so weird. Like, why would somebody watch you like that unless they're trying to do something to hurt you or sabotage you? And I just thought it was so weird that they would watch me. They would watch me. They would watch all the people who I was connected to, and they would try to compete with the people who I had a connection to. So if these people were doing well in life, and we'll just say they were doing something like eating at the best restaurants or taking very nice trips. This person would be trying to do the same thing as if I didn't notice that that's what they were trying to do. And it was just so weird to me. And so it may be a case like that. People could be jealous at your lifestyle, jealous at the way you were living. And imagine if they were jealous before the money. they were for sure pissed probably when they found out that there was going to be money. Building alliances for power. You know, they've already paid enough people. They got the whole community working with them. I see a best friend here. They got the whole community here working with them to help them steal something. You got to ask yourself, what the hell kind of community are you in? And it may not even be the community that you're living in. It could be some of those people, but it could be your family. Your family. It's a bad investment here. Somebody invested in the wrong thing here. What's behind it? Civil rights. Again, this is a violation of civil rights, especially when you got people like military people who's involved in stealing from you. And so yeah, you know, we started off by saying you may have a lawsuit with white, whoever white is. White could be a name, white could be a color. Have faith, spiritually stalking. Somebody's definitely watching you. And we know, especially the people in the military, know how to watch you with their mind. They know how to see things with their, like, people. We're not crazy. We know the government does things like this. We know how much access to certain things they have. You know, we know how they like to read your mind. So this person, this military person, could be a cyber bully here. They know how to do that. They know how to do that. They know how to, again, read your mind. They know what you're thinking. They know how to manipulate things around them. Whatever they trained for in the military, they also have that against you. These people probably talk a lot about God, but the truth is they do more devil work than the God's work. The truth is they do more work for the devil than they do for God. They're taking away something from you or trying to manipulate your lifestyle. A person who is for God, a person who's living in their life purpose and doing what they should have been doing. This person, they've helped to stop your life because they didn't like that you were able to do that. They didn't like that you were able to do that. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 1. Woe to you, you destroyer who has not been destroyed. You betrayer who has not been betrayed. When you finish destroying, you will be destroyed. When you finish betraying, you will be betrayed. Now, this is crazy. Gemini, your hometown people are jealous. This could be that Gemini. This could be that Gemini. They want to close your third eye. Didn't I say if you're any kind of intuitive, they were trying to do stuff to make you not be able to see them? And so they're doing things to mess with your intuition. God forbid you talk about it, because they're just going to use that as a reason to say that you're crazy. You know, they having you gain stock, but God forbid you go and tell the police you being You being stalked and watched by 152 different cars because they gonna think you crazy. It's the whole purpose here, to try to make you look crazy so that they can take this money. I just seen murder here. Red rum. These people could have also been trying to take you out. And so if they couldn't sit you down like they wanted to sit you down, this was probably the next resort. Just get rid of her. And we can have this for ourselves. I'm still trying to figure out how would they have gained access to this. They've used a lot of people here. Mental illness. No, I feel like this is what they're saying about you. You have some type of mental illness, but it's them. It's them with the mental illness here. And so I don't know. I was watching a reading the other day, and Sag was saying, no, maybe it's like family that you grew up different from. And she was just saying how she grew up one way on one side of her family, and the other family seemed to live a different life from her completely. And so you could have a case here where one person was privileged and one person was not. One person may have lived just a slightly better life, had been under better circumstances than the others. I keep seeing Gemini here. As I'm shuffling, I keep seeing Gemini. And I did grow up on one side of my family. One side I wasn't that connected to, you know. I seen when I went to visit them, and they did stay in a place that I wasn't quite used to staying in. It wasn't my fault. I was raised by my daddy and my stepmother, and so I used to just go and visit my mother every now and then. Every now and then. And so I have like two different sets of siblings. The ones that I grew up with, that consist of half siblings and step siblings. And then I have the ones that I did not grow up with. That were half siblings through my mother's side, with, you know, different daddies. Since they stole it, I just seen they stole it, and a smooth criminal here. Florida could have something to do with it. See, Florida, civil rights, and partnership. Partnership right here. Florida, so they could be working with somebody in Florida. Civil rights here. Again, violate somebody's civil rights. This was a bad investment. Best friend. They could have been working with somebody you called a best friend. Or hell. Remember I said somebody was watching everything that somebody did here. And so they could have been watching you and someone you called your best friend. And so they may have been trying to figure out how they could manipulate them, how they could bring them into the situation and have them go against you. Because remember, these are people who don't want anybody on your side. They need you to look crazy, or they need you to just disappear. One or the other. One or the other. They need you to disappear or either look crazy so nobody would believe anything that you say. And so a lot of this probably was going on. A lot of black magic going on. A lot of cyberbullying here. Sending a lot of subliminal messages. May have even been some through music. And so you could have been kind of cyberbullied through music with these subliminal messages and through the internet. And through the internet. And so if you like me, I talk a lot about me scrolling down on my page sometimes, and that's how they come at me. This may have been the case. And military people, they can do stuff like that. They probably trained to do stuff like that. I can't imagine you fighting in all those different countries and you're not being trained on spiritual warfare as well. I just seen military again, a Gemini. Gemini could definitely be in the military. Yeah, but I can't imagine you being trained on how to fight with guns, how to fight with all these weapons, how to fight with your mind. Got to be one of the ways, right? You're not over in all these different countries who a lot of people are spiritual people and not religious people. And so for sure you're not going over there trying to fight the good fight and not know how to fight spiritual warfare as well. That would be a part of the whole training, I would think. I think the military is, they're very smart. And I think when you talk about fighting, the good old fight and winning the good old war, you're going to learn how to fight in every way possible. And I just know they're smart enough. Speaking of war, I know these people are smart enough to know how to fight like this. And maybe these people, maybe they've already been trained in a certain extent. I see a Pisces right here. Pisces can have something to do with this. Addicted to a lifestyle. Vindictive. Let's cover your crown. And they're taking their anger out on others right now. Can't be mad at nobody but yourself if you participated in something like this. You helped go against somebody who was working for the Most High, somebody who was doing what they were told to do, somebody who was living in their purpose. I can't imagine being in the military was part of your purpose and you didn't even fight. If you're one of those people who went in and got right back out. When's the last time they had to send a lot of people to war? A lot of people go into the military, especially within these last few years, maybe even the last 10 years. Most people go into the military and they don't fight a single fight. Not a single fight. They go in, get training, and come right back out. Yeah. So I can't imagine security, white security. Maybe somebody worked in security. I see music here. White. TLC. Tender loving care. But I also had creep on that card, and that's what I'm kind of getting. They train you to be unemotional. So it kind of matches military people here. Somebody's definitely a gold digger, but we already seen avarice come out, having an extreme need or greed when it comes down to material things and wealth. So gold digger, it's same thing. Men and women could be gold diggers. See, siblings again, this could be brothers and sisters here working together to steal something from their own family members that they may not feel like deserve to have whatever it is. Or it may not even be a case of feeling like they deserve something. It may just be a case of, I just want it myself. And I feel like I can get away with it because I have these connections and I have this money to be able to pay people to get away with it. I can pay people to turn their back on you. I can pay people to walk away from you and pretend as if they don't know anything. I can pay people to follow you around and flash their lights on you back and forth. I don't know what the hell that was about, y'all. It made me think about that from the other night. Can't believe people are so simple minded. I just seen karma here. Somebody could definitely be going through karma. Yeah, they wanted to keep you in a lack energy here. They need you to look unstable. For sure, you can't be walking around looking like you're doing well for yourself and you're writing books and you're starting businesses, and meanwhile they're trying to take over your money. Meanwhile, they got to come up with a reason to make the people who are around you turn their back on you. Clout chasing here. Somebody's clout chasing. I was clout chasing. Burger King and a Dairy Queen here. This is someone who don't wear the crown of God. Don't wear that crown their ancestors gave them, because they've been going against you. This your own family, so you know their ancestors not crowning them. You know God is not crowning them. We already seen that they hide behind hatred. They conceal their hate. This is someone who's in a church, for it to say they'll be exposed in the congregation. They conceal their hate for you. And they probably got the church working with them to do certain things. They see you as a threat. And this is what we have here, y'all. Your own family working with people around you. People in your community. Could be somebody you call the best friend. Could be people at your job. If you found the people at your job acting a certain type of way. Or maybe even you got fired from your job for no reason. Maybe somebody could have came in and quickly made up an excuse to just terminate you. This is definitely some people here working with each other. They'll be working with exes of yours. They'll be ex-friends, people that you used to sleep with. People that you called your current friends. We've seen their best friend pop out. Other family members, just people around in the community. And so if you're wondering why everyone seemed to turn their back on you at one time, when people act like they liked you, when you got along with everybody, when nobody had a problem with you at one point. You stayed to yourself and mind your business for the most part of it, and then all of a sudden it seemed like everybody was minding your business. And people were saying and doing things to tear you down. And the people you thought would have had your back turned their back on you. It's probably because your own family was working with them. It's no telling. The family may have told them you were crazy. This is envy. Your family could have been telling people that you were crazy. Your family could have been paying people to turn their backs on you. Your family could have introduced other family members into things and had those family members taking the places of where you were supposed to be in. So maybe your job could be a person that you were supposed to be with. Other family members stepped in. Friendships that you had with people, they're probably friends with some of your other family members at this point. I'm laughing, y'all, but it ain't funny. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Laughter is the best medicine. This your own family working with people in a community, people around you to sabotage you here. What I see, I just cut the deck. Look what I cut the deck on. as I'm shuffling. Someone could have been bribed to humiliate you in the public. In the public's eye. That's sad. Capricorn. Could have been a Capricorn here. Somebody could have paid a Capricorn to do something to humiliate you. I see low key. So maybe it was something that was supposed to be a secret. Maybe somebody's name is low or key. But a Capricorn was paid to humiliate you here. To make you look stupid in front of people. To defame your character. To slander your name. And so for a Capricorn, see a Burger King Dairy Queen here, or a Capricorn to have been paid to do that, this Capricorn must have some type of pull in the community here. Or maybe they got some type of spiritual knowing. One or the other. They're either well known in the community, people look up to them, or they have some type of spiritual power. Because how could somebody who don't know you, who doesn't have access to you, humiliate you? Has to be by spreading rumors, telling lies. I see taking pictures of you. So they may have had people taking pictures of you in the community. So could have been some type of pictures spreading around. People were real disrespectful about the way they did things. Really disrespectful. Proverbs chapter 10 verses 22 through 23. It says, it's a blessing of Jehovah that makes a man rich, and he has no pain with it. Engaging in shameful conduct is like a game of the stupid one. That's what these people were doing. They were paid to look stupid. They thought they were making you look stupid. But once people find out that they were out here being paid to tell these lies, then they could be the stupid looking ones. Because you got to ask yourself, who want to work with a person like this? Who want access to a person like this? Who want to communicate or be friends with a person like this who could just be paid to sabotage someone who did nothing to them? Pisces definitely have something to do with this. See Aladdin as sabotage, so that's really giving me magic. They use magic, probably some type of dark magic to sabotage you. It made you look, yeah, I can't make it up, y'all. Divination. This just going deeper and deeper and deeper. They use some type of divination to help sabotage you. Some type of black magic here. And so you know if black magic was used over you, it's probably also used over the people who they wanted to look at you a certain way. Yeah. Disrespectful. See, someone also calls the unaliving for money here. I heard that horn. Sign and synchronicity. Smooth criminal. Could have done that. Let me get up out of here, y'all. This was a lot. This was a lot. So long story short, you got your family here working against you. There is some money out there. There is some money. And for these people to gain access to that money, they had to do one or either both of these things. They had to sabotage you, make you look crazy, or either just get rid of you out of the picture altogether. And so you probably went through a series of things that happened real fast. A bunch of public humiliation, losing a job, losing stability in your life, people turning their backs on you. And you probably was trying to figure out what happened. Like, where did all of this come from all at one time? And the whole time could have been your own family in the background pretending like they love you, pretending like they care. When the truth is, these people are jealous. When the truth is, these people are snakes. And here they are, they paid people to go against you, or either made you look a certain way in front of people, and so these people volunteered to go against you. But when that karma kicks back in, and these people who took these people's side start going through it, because not just these people, not just the family is going to get the karma back. Everybody who was playing with the family is going to get the karma too. Everybody who was paid to pretend like they don't know anything. Everybody who was paid to do the gang stalking. Everybody who was paid to turn their back on you all of a sudden. The people who was paid to try to help humiliate you in the public. The people who was paid to spread the rumors and tell the lies, to gossip about you. You got a whole bunch of things here that I feel like could be a lawsuit. Defamation of character. We got violation of your civil rights for military to be in someone's home. So if they did some type of placing cameras around, this violation of your civil rights here. You got corruption here. We already seen that pictures were taken of you. And so what were they doing with pictures? I can't make it up, y'all. I was just shuffling. And it popped right out as I was saying it. They got pictures of you here. And so they were probably spreading the pictures around. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Hi. I didn't hear you. Okay. That was the police, y'all. It's a no parking spot. He had his lights on just to tell me to move. It's no parking spot. It's the second time I've been done like that in a few days. It don't surprise me. Mind control. It's corruption, y'all. I've been sitting right here for a minute, though. It's been an hour of me sitting right here. See, investigation. They ain't investigating the right thing. That's the problem. They be so concerned about telling you to move out of a parking space. But people ain't around here doing their job to know somebody's stealing from you, to know there's identity theft around this thing, to know that people are being gang stalked. And so in the process, you being made to look like you're the problem. They looking at you over and over and over again when you're not doing anything. Because they show favoritism. It's probably part of the people with the money. Part of the people that's getting paid to do certain things. Gemini. Well, meanwhile, they keep looking at you. It's like all the security people when I was in Vegas. All them people in security. And you know what they were doing? Not making sure my shit was secure. But they was going with everybody else, though. And they know what everything you're saying to those people. And so this could be a bunch of lawsuits you have with the city. Lawsuits you have with the fake counselors. Could be losing their job. If attorneys work with this to help do this, you got lawsuits with them and them being disbarred. If it was some type of insurance policy where you had to be signed for this, again, identity theft, all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I'm gonna go park somewhere and find me an attorney. And again, I ask if anybody knows anything about what's going on. Don't be fooled or scared to talk when it comes down to, these people. We know that there's corruption. And you know what? The only way you're going to get out of it or remove the corrupt people is if y'all talk about it. If you say what it is you need to say. And so Even if you just want to send me a message, send me whatever it is you got to send me. If you want to keep it confidential, we can keep it confidential, but I definitely need any information that you may have regarding what's going on. Yeah, so that's what I have, y'all. I'll be back.